Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Okay. So, welcome to today's session. This talk is organized by Biorix, a student run biology community built for curious mind across the life sciences, from genetics and microbiology to ecology, zoology, botany, and conservation. It serves as a collaborative platform where students connect, exchange ideas, and engage in meaningful scientific discussion. As part of our continuous effort to explore the diverse field of biology, today's session focuses on remarkable role of plants in medicine and human well-being. Today's session is titled Plants, Nature's Pharmacy. Plants are nature's invaluable pharmacy, providing a vast range of medical compounds that have supported human health for centuries. They naturally produce bioactive compounds such as alkaloids, polyphenols, etc. And these same compounds have been the foundation of many modern medicines. Beyond their medicinal value, plants also contribute to environmental health by purifying our air, water, and soil. This session will provide valuable insight into the medical significance of plants. And to guide us through this fascinating topic, we are honored to have Professor Dr. Matthew T. Thelly with us today. He is a professor and head of the Department of Botany at Kuriakose Elias College, Mannanam, Kerala, an approved doctoral research guide under Mahatma Gandhi University. His research areas include plant biochemistry, molecular biology, stress physiology, crop pathology, and phytochemical analysis. Over the years, he has received several prestigious recognition, including the Young Scientist Award, Best Paper Award, and Best Faculty Award. Alongside his academic achievement, he has actively contributed to community development through initiatives in organic farming, mushroom cultivation, apiculture, and stingless beekeeping, while also serving in several important academic and administrative leadership roles. We are delighted to have him with us today and look forward to an insightful and inspiring session. Let us warmly welcome Professor Dr. Matthew T. Thelly.
Thank you, and very good afternoon to all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and very happy and very glad and for inviting me to this section and to collaborate with the students community. So I am directly entering to this area because this is a vast area, and we are not now we all the people are not concerned about these plants. So there is the significance of plants. I am discussing about the importance of plants, not only as a medicine, but what are the roles of plant played to human beings. So once again, I congratulate all of you for the supporting this particular event. Especially there are a lot of my students are also here, I think so. So can I? Is it PPT is visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, okay. So as all of you know, there are a lot of plants, around 350,000 plants, different varieties of plants, and these plants play a vital role in the society. So is it Sorry for the trouble. The current is gone, electricity is gone now. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But the screen is not at all enough, I think so. Okay, anyway. It's not moving. So anyway, not at all going into that. The plants, as I discussed, plants have profound importance in the human life. So we are living with the three needs. That means food, shelter, and medicine. These three are provided from plants. And so both commercial and medicinal products are obtained from plants. So, and also the harmful and useful species are so intimately associated with our daily life. So we have plants and this human life are both mingled together. And there is one point, as all of you means most of the zoology students know that there is a particular insect which helps our life. That means without that particular insect, human beings will not exist. Without this insect, these human beings will not exist. Do you know any insect like that? Without the presence of this particular insect, there will be no human beings. Which is that insect? There is an insect. Without this insect, there will be very good, Rohit. So there is honey bees which produce this honey. Without this insect, there is no plants. Plants will not exist because pollination is the most important aspect regarding plants, and this due to this pollination, most of the plants live. So I don't know why the slide is not moving. I don't know. Can anybody? So I am continuing with that. Plants are most called as, I don't know what happened to the slide. So their plants are called as nature's air filter and environmental guardian, because these plants are called as the lungs of the earth. As our human beings, there are lungs, as it is, plants also have lungs. Plants are called as, referred as lungs of the earth. They can produce oxygen and they can absorb carbon dioxide, and so they are called as the lungs of the earth. And these plants act as natural purifiers that continuously clean the environment by filtering pollutants from the air, removing contaminants from water, improving soil quality, and helping regulate the earth's climate. So these are the main qualities of the plant. They are called as natural purifiers. They maintain ecological balance. They support life by producing oxygen and food. They help to reduce environmental pollution. They improve human health and well-being. They contribute to sustainable development. So these plants are important because they are the foundation of life on earth. They laid the foundation of life on earth. Every ecosystem depends on plants directly or indirectly for survival. They produce oxygen required for respiration. From the base of food chains and it forms the base of food chains and food webs. These plants provide us shelter and for the habitat for wildlife. These plants regulate temperature and climate. These plants prevent environmental degradation and thus support the biodiversity and ecosystem stability. So these plants are also called, I already said that these plants are called as natural purifiers. And so they absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen. These stomata allow gaseous pollutants to enter plant tissues. Leaf surfaces are trapped airborne particles and dust. Thus, they purify all the pollutants in the country. And also, many pollutants such as benzene, formaldehyde, nitrogen oxides can be absorbed by plants. So they are called as lead eaters. Plants can, one more point is that plants can eat, plants can smell, plants can move, etc. Plants can do all these things. Plants can hear, music therapy is there. In the roadside, there are a lot of plants. These plants are meant for eating these lead, which are produced from the vehicles. Carbon monoxide, lead, etc. are eaten by these plants. So they are also removing the pollutants from the vehicles. These pollutants enter through the stomata and leaf surfaces. Some toxins are broken down to less harmful compounds. This carbon monoxide or etc. broken down to less harmful compounds. These root associated with microorganisms assist in degradation. So they both improve indoor and outdoor air quality. So we are also cultivating these plants in our home also as indoor plants. Areca palm, hedera means English ivy plant, bamboo plant, snake plant, etc. We are cultivating these plants in our homes. Likewise, there these plants also, certain plants, what they are living in water, they also purify water purification by plants. They absorb excess nutrients such as nitrates and phosphates. They reduce water contamination. They improve water clarity and quality. They support healthy aquatic environment. And also these plants which are living in water or wetland are called as earth kidneys. So as our kidney functioning, these plants also act as earth kidneys. Example, water lilies, cattails, etc. absorb pollutants from water. The root system traps sediments and suspended particles. Beneficial microorganisms around roots decompose organic waste. So thus they help in eutrophication and algal blooms. So that is called as phytoremediation. It is the use of plants to remove or neutralize environmental pollutants. They are eco-friendly, cost-effective, sustainable, and suitable for large contaminated areas. Example, water hyacinth. Then when another example is hydrocotyle. So when we are discussing about pharmacy, there are a lot of plants which have medicinal properties. The very important example, while we are studying in colleges, we are using blades for sectioning. Then there may be some wounds in your fingers or hands like that. There is a particular plant which is commonly called as murikudi. Murikudi. A drop of this juice of that particular leaf, which is dropped in your wounded area, it will heal already and almost immediately. So that is called as murikudi. So there are a lot of plants. Researches are going on in the particular. Another one is Sisyphus rugosa. That particular plant contain another medicinal property that is also wound healing. Some are anti-inflammatory, some are anti-diuretic, okay, etc. These plants all help in such curing these diseases. So we are not at all bothered about these things. We are just ignoring these plants. That is why nowadays plants, this phytochemistry is making it role very important. So plants are being used as medicines for thousands of years and they remain an important source of therapeutic compounds. Many modern drugs are derived directly or indirectly from plant metabolites. There are secondary metabolites which are bioactive compounds, maybe alkaloids, flavonoids, tannins, terpenoids, glycosides, etc., which help in the wound healing means which help us a medicinal role. Nearly around 25% of modern medicines originate from plants. Plants derived compounds are used to treat infections, inflammation, and chronic diseases. Traditional systems such as Ayurveda rely heavily on medicinal plants. Medicinal plants provide affordable and sustainable healthcare solutions. As you know, regarding this Azadirachta indica, that means Aryaveda or neem, that possess antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral properties. The skincare, dental products, soaps, etc., are manufactured using these nimin, that is the particular component involved in that nimin, which is produced from Azadirachta indica. The quinoa herb, another one, the quinoa herb, that is tulasi, osimum. It plays a vital role in manage the respiratory disorders. All the respiratory disorders means we included in the weeks in the all these Ayurveda treatments, or in the modern medicine also there is the role of tulasi and adathoda vasiga. It also involved in the cough syrups. Another one is aloe vera, which is used as a wound healing and also in skin treatment. It contains anti-inflammatory and antioxidant compounds. Another one is ashwagandha or Vidania somnifera. It is an stress releasing, anxiety releasing plant, ashwagandha. So aspirin, it is also obtained from plant source, that is salix. Salix plant is the name of the particular plant which produces the drug aspirin, that is a pain reliever. Quinine from Singona, it is used in malaria treatment. Opium or poppy plant, Papaver somniferum, it produces morphine, that is used as a pain management. Then from digitalis, there is a digoxin. It is used in heart disorders. And another plant called vingristin or vinblastin. These two for cancer treatment used from the Vinga rosea or Cadaranthus rosea. These two compounds are used. So many of the alkaloids or phenolic compounds which are released as secondary metabolites, these all are utilized by or helpful in these medicinal properties. So these plants are one of the greatest gifts of nature. They are essential for the survival of all living things on earth. Without plants, there would be no food, no oxygen, or no healthy environment. The most important role of plant, as you all said, these three: food, shelter, and medicine. The tribal people depend upon these plants for mainly these things. Our dress, which is made up of cotton, it is obtained from Gossypium herbaceae, a member of Malvaceae family. It is this cotton is made from this seed coat of the testa, epidermal outgrowth from the seed, that is called as cotton. And a lot of plants are used as product from plants are used as food. Many plants are there, and also timber yielding plants are there. These timber yielding plants are used as means these anjali, plava, etc. are used for making shelters. So these are the main three components of main three essential role of these plants. And as you discussed earlier, these plants have played a vital role in keeping humans healthy. Modern medicines were developed from these plants. People relied on herbs, leaves, roots, flowers, and bark to treat their illnesses. Even today, many medicines are made from compounds originally discovered in plants. So then I already discussed about this phytochemistry. Many researchers are going on this aspect. One of my students did her PhD on this Sisyphus rugosa, I already mentioned, its wound healing property. So a lot of plants are yet to be identified, and researchers are doing a lot of work on these phytochemical aspects of these plants. Identifying these phenolic compounds, these secondary metabolites, what are the role of these secondary metabolites? One of the funny thing I noticed recently, that is not recently, that means regarding this Kanikonna. Do you heard about Kanikonna? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Ah. Your response from your side. Do you have about Kanikonna or
Yeah.
Gloriosa superba?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that particular plant at the time of this Vishu season, these plants does not produce any leaves. Do you observe that? I cannot show the slide. I don't know how it happened. I am present. It is not moving. That is why I am not at all presenting these slides. At the time of this Vishu season, there will be no leaves in that particular plant. They produce only flowers. So, what is how much stress they take for their photosynthesis? You try to think about that particular aspect. Leaves are used for photosynthesis, but at the time of this flowering time, there will be no leaves. How they synthesize synthesize their energy? So that is that when we are observing into the nature's or entering into the nature's area or nature's field or nature's beauty, like us also, they are also struggling. So, but they produce these flowers, their fruits, etc., for our happiness. So these plants are very much important. That is the main topic. Every and each herb to the trees, every each and plant is very important to human beings. They are not only acting as medicinal goods, but also in every aspect, these plants are very useful. So in the case of already discussed about these plants called as mood booster, their decor and ambience, connection to nature, and for the fuel, wood is a traditional energy of source. Biofuels like ethanol and biodiesel come from corn, sugarcane, and algae. And there are certain oils, linseed oil, coconut oil, castor oil are used in paints, lubricants, and cosmetics. These are all obtained from plants. The paper is also obtained from plants as a wood pulp. Plants absorb carbon dioxide and helping to reduce the impact of climate change. So carbon sequestration. One of the most environmental services provided by plant is carbon sequestration. Plants absorb atmospheric carbon dioxide during photosynthesis, and these become stored in trunks, leaves, roots, and soil. And these forests act as major carbon sinks. They reduce greenhouse gases and concentration. They reduce greenhouse gas concentration and climate change impacts. So these forests influence environmental conditions on a global scale. That is the importance of forests. We are conserving this forest to regulate temperature and humidity. These forests support rainfall through transpiration. These maintain long-term carbon storage. So forests function as both climate regulators and environmental purifiers. These plants also reduce noise pollution. Vegetation can significantly reduce environmental noise. They absorb sound energy. Branches and trunks scatter sound waves. The dense green belts reduce traffic and industrial noise and thus improve comfort and quality of the life in urban areas. Besides purification, they produce some medicines or some raw materials, and thus enhance the aesthetic beauty of landscapes. These green spaces reduce stress and anxiety. And also we are doing this gardening. This gardening improves mood and promotes exercise. Many plant-based diets support better health and longevity. So, pharmacology is the branch of medical science dealing with the study of medicinal plants. It is concerned with the history, commerce, collection, selection, identification, and the preservation of crude drugs and raw materials. The study of the action of drugs is called as pharmacology. There are several drugs which are obtained from plants. The drug-yielding wild plants are known as jaributis, Jaributis, that is in India. The medicinal value of drug plants is due to the presence of some chemical substances in the plant. It is obtained from various parts of the plant. So, an extensive study is required to detect the medicinal properties of the plant. I already discussed about this Sadiracta indica, that produces nimin, and Acheranthus aspera, Kuriakose എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ചെടി, Kuriakose. Then another plant is Aconitum heterophyllum, Epium, that is called a celery. We are using a celery. Belladonna from Atropa. Sarsaparilla from Hemidesmus. Serpentine from Rauwolfia. Asafoetida Kayam from Ferula. Licorice from Glycyrrhiza glabra. These are these plants produce drugs from the roots. Certain plants produce drugs from the underground stem. Turmeric, Curcuma longa. Then another one, Marangi, mango ginger from Cucurbita amada. Ginger, Inji from Zingiber officinae. Onion from Allium cepa. Garlic from Allium sativa. So there is drugs obtained from bark. Cinnamon ceylanicum produces cinnamon. Quinine from Cinchona. Ashoka chedi, Ashoka, Saraka indica. Arjun tree, Terminalia arjuna. These bark of these trees produces drugs also. Certain plants produce drugs from their stems or their wood. Sandalam, Chandanam, Sandal. Pine from Pinus. Ephedrine from Ephedra. Certain plants produce drugs from their leaves. Adathoda, Adatoda vasiga, vasaka. Big cell, there are in the medicine like Vicks, etc. These Adatoda for as I used as a cough syrup. Then Sandella, we already discussed about that. That produces Indian pennyworth. Then beetin from Piper beetin. Certain drugs are obtained from flowers. Saffron is obtained from saffron. Is obtained from crocus. Violet color is obtained from viola. So these are from flowers. Saffron means kungumam. Fruits obtained from plants which are used as drugs. Bale fruit, eagle marmelos. Coriander, malli from coriander sativa. Cumin from Cuminum cyminum. Gooseberry, Emblica, Nellica, Emblica officinalis. Jeeragam, Feniculum vulgare. Kurumalaga, Piper nigrum, pepper. Thani, Thanica, Terminalia bellerica. So these are the drugs obtained from seeds of the plant. Nanjad from croton. Avanaka, castor from resinus. Elam, cardamom from eliteria. Kanjiram from Strychnos naxomica. So these are Uluva from Trigonella. These are the from seeds, drugs obtained from seeds. And also there are a lot of insecticidal plants. I already discussed about these Melia Asadidacta indica, Arivaper. That is an insecticidal property. Syngona also has an insecticidal property. Pyrethrum, which produces pyrethrin. It is a bioinsecticide. So plants are nowadays used as the most effective natural purification system on earth. Through air purification, water filtration, soil restoration, carbon sequestration, and noise reduction, they continuously improve our environmental quality. Protecting plant diversity and increasing green cover are essential steps towards a cleaner, healthier, and more sustainable future. Plants do not simply sustain life. They actively protect and purify the world we live in. So these medicinal plants are important not only for our health, but also for our economy and biodiversity. Millions of people around the world depend on herbal medicine for primary health care. Farmers cultivate medicinal plants, creating livelihoods and supporting local communities. However, we must also protect these valuable natural resources. Deforestation, pollution, and climate change threaten many medicinal plant species. Conserving forests and using plants sustainably will ensure our future generation and they can continue to benefit from nature's pharmacy. It is important to remember that natural does not mean safe. Some medicinal plants can cause side effects also, or they interact with the medicines. Therefore, herbal medicines should be used wisely and when necessary under the guidance of qualified healthcare professionals. May I conclude? Plants are far more than sources of food and oxygen. They are a treasure house of healing compounds that have improved human health for thousands of years. By protecting our environment and supporting scientific research, we can continue to discover new medicines from the incredible pharmacy that nature provides. So that is all from my side. Thank you for listening patiently. If you have any queries, you can openly discuss.
Does anyone have any questions?
Hi, good evening.
Yes.
Sir, I wanted to know why some trees shed their leaves during particular season, and why other plants trees don't do.
You are asking about
Like,
shedding of leaves.
yes, like neem tree and ashok tree, why they shed their leaves, and why other trees don't do that.
So that is mainly depending upon certain plants, they have to conserve their water. During dry seasons or winter, trees lose their leaves to reduce water loss. This helps them to survive from water scarcity, maybe. Or sometimes in certain cold countries, to escape from the frost and snows, they may shed leaves. And maybe these some trees, in order to, as the part of natural life cycle also, maybe some plants shed leaves. These are the major, in order to survive. Most of the plants are shedding leaves for their survival. So they are seasonal. Maybe trees are shedding in hot season, to avoid transpiration. And at the time of rainy season, these leaves will come out. Thank you.
Sir, I also wanted to know, do these shedding of leaves depends upon their like environment? They shed leaves in a particular month only, or because it has been seen that some trees are shedding leaves in like November, because I have seen the I said the
Most
example of
probably
neem
in
tree.
dry season.
Okay, because recently there was an incident when in Bangalore when neem tree, ashok tree was shedding leaves in November.
November, the particular November, the month November, the days become shorter and temperature drops. That is the shortened days on this month. So these trees produced only um, low amount of chlorophyll. These leaves produce only low amount of chlorophyll, and the leaves thus the leaf change their color from yellow to sorry, from green to yellow. So that may be the reason. November is it is the late autumn period, I think so. And so at that time, everything they produce less much of chlorophyll. They stop their photosynthetic activity. That may be the reason. So most of the plants lost their leaves in dry season between January and April. They form a special layer at the base of each leaf, causing it to fall. So that is the particular phenomena by the plant. This helps the tree to conserve water and energy during winter. That may be the reason. Maybe
So can
gene regulation is any role in gene regulation at this molecular level. More studies, researches will be made in that particular area.
are there any more questions?
Yeah,
Can we conclude?
and I'm very sorry with I cannot show you the slides. I don't know what happened in that. It is not at all moving.
I hope there is no more questions anymore. So, as we come to the end of today's session, we extend our sincere gratitude to Professor Dr. Mathews sir for delivering such an insightful and engaging talk on plants, nature, pharmacy. And we also thank everyone who joined us today. And before we conclude, here is a quick look at what's coming next. Tomorrow, we have another exciting Biorex Bio Talk session titled Introduction to Birdwatching, presented by Abe KV, a third year BSc physics student from Sacred Heart College, Devra. The session will be held on 28th June 2026 from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. via Google Meet. The meeting link will be shared in this Biorex WhatsApp group. With that, we officially conclude today's session. Thank you all for being a part of today's session. Thank you.